Hello again. So I wanted to make a video about how to interpret beam shots, and which is in preparation for this video where I will just do it briefly, add a little bit of information. Here I'll go into it a bit more. So there are issues with how to interpret what you see on videos and beam shots because they do not show what you see in reality. That's may seem weird, but it's really the case. There are several issues going on. Let's see. So this is the video from a viewer who wrote with the. This is the daytime video, and then he makes the same. He takes the same road going with the Igaro C1, the IQX, and the exposure Revo dynamo lamp with 4 LEDs with a round beam, not cut off, at night, of course. And so if you look at this video and you think, oh, this and this is better than that, but you will miss a lot of things. It is very difficult. It's weird, but it's difficult to know what the shape is really like. There are several issues going on, such as from the beam pattern mostly. There's also something about color. So certain beam shapes, such as a long straight one. This is the SIO R with the near field light. It looks like a thumb, which a friend of mine said, oh, it looks like a thumb, but in reality it absolutely does not look like a thumb. It looks like a trapezium, like this, with sharp corners. And it has a sharp transition from bright to dark. The problem with that is that you get a feeling of riding in a tunnel of light. The tunnel is the light, the lit up area, and it moves exactly with how you ride, which means that you get the feeling if you're trapped because you can't escape it. It's a weird feeling, but it's really true. I really got it. Never had such issues before. With a beam shape like this. This is the SafeRide 60, and it has a smooth transition to darkness. As to smooth transition, you can't always tell this because there's an issue with beam shots and videos showing not what you see in reality because of limited dynamic range of cameras and computer screens. So what's dark here is actually slightly lit up, and I can see it in reality. So this does not show you already what you see in reality. Here is another issue. This is an artifact here. There are some artifacts close to you that the SafeRide 60 gives, and the 80 as well. But these do not really attract your attention. They're not annoying. You see them, but they're not important because you look ahead. That's what I experienced. So some artifacts don't matter. Artifacts here do matter because they interfere, for example, with being able to read the roads, see what sections you need to evade. Other issues are that it attracts attention, so it costs you brain power. And that's the same here with this. With these are fairly sharp corners, and it's here as well, although here you don't see it because of the limited dynamic range. These also attract your attention. It's weird. It's like your attention is just drawn to it. It just happens. Psychological effect. Hotspots. Hotspots are also an issue. If you, for example, have big overexposure here, what happens then is, one, it attracts attention, just like patterns in the beam. Two, it affects your vision system because the vision system locally and globally adjusts the intensity of what you see from the highest intensity that you see somewhere. So if there's, I mean it locally in the sense that what I've seen with the tail lamp, you had a tail lamp, for example, like this, very bright point of light, I could see a circle of blackness around that. I could not see anything around that circle. It was really weird to see. And yeah, tail lamps are a bit different than headlamps, because tail lamps you get to see the light directly, whereas headlamps you see a reflected light. If there's a large hotspot here, then it will mean the vision system makes everything darker. And that means that you see everything that is less brightly lit up less well than if that hotspot was not there. Then you get another issue. You don't see this whole picture when you ride. What you see is what you look at certain areas. So your vision is aimed at something. You see this and a bit around it, but you don't see everything in one, like on a picture on a computer screen. You don't. That's not how you look. How your attention works. But on a computer screen it does work because it's not so big. And you look at it because it's unchanging. So you combine everything in your brain together. Yeah. These look bright, but that's not how it works in reality. Let's see what else. Let's see. Overexposure of the near fields is, yeah, that's no overexposure. That's what a lot of what you get with especially with non-cutoff beams, round beams, that you point and then you get overexposure here, or you aim it very far, but then you blind everyone coming your way. Other way. No, I wanted to talk about perspective. So the problem is that on a beam shot, this, for example, looks like a good beam, and it is a good beam. But look at this. This is 1, 2, 3. So up to this. This is a large area on screen, but this is one. From there, from this one, I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is a much larger area, but on screen it's a much smaller area. So this, if a light lights up a far area, the same as as another lamp, a small area close to you, then it looks like it is much less bright because that area is smaller on screen, but it's actually a bigger area in reality. So a lamp that puts out a lot of light close to you looks brighter, because brighter in the sense of putting out more light, because it lights up a bigger area on the screen because of perspective. So that's another thing that I found out how it works, why beam shots and videos do not show you what you see in reality. Dynamic range, I mentioned that already. This, for example, this actually has, the SIOR actually has sharp cutoff. So here you see nothing almost here besides this, and that's what is in reality, but it's not true always. This, for example, is safe ride 60, and where it's dark, I actually see more things. So you see much farther to the sides. And that's because of the limited dynamic range of cameras and computer screens, and that is also something you cannot get over. So a reviewer should also state, for example, that in besides all the other things, that the cutoff of the beam is sharp or not, because you cannot deduce that properly from screenshots and videos. So soon I will put up this video. I was preparing a bit, so I updated this page for this video with the Igaro C1, the IQX and the Revo. And I thought, okay, for each video I will add a small introduction and what to look out for. And that's why it took some time to update this video, this page, and I will link to that as well. What Igaro has actually offered me since then, a review sample, which is pretty nice. I discussed some things with them, but light color, etc. So yeah, it will be, so it's 5000 Kelvin. They were thinking about possibly doing 4000 Kelvin yeah, limited run or something, because most people will probably go for 5,000 or 6,000, even though these are not optimal. Actually, I think about 3,500 to 4,000 is optimal, and high CRI even better. So I will be testing the Igaro C1 myself, and for that, and also to be using later on my trip, I ordered a DJI Osmo Action 4 action camera. I think that will be very interesting to see how well that works, and then I can make much nicer ride videos. But also, I'm curious to see, yeah, how well it works compared to the RX100 that I used. I don't have it anymore because I lost it on my trip in Kiev and on the subway. I don't know what happened. Perhaps someone took it or it fell out. I don't know. And it's a bit of a pity because it's a pretty small camera, lightweight, very nice for everything, to make beam shots, to to travel, to walk with a neck strap. I always do that. And I was thinking about another similar camera, but I don't really like the white balance of the Sony cameras. These are too cool. The pictures are always a bit too cool. Videos, of course, is the same. You can use some, you can fix the white balance, but not in auto white balance. Then you have to set the white balance for each situation, which is annoying. So I was thinking about the Canon G7X, but it's not available. So otherwise, I would have bought that. The 2 and 3 are not available for having. The situation of cameras being not available has been going on for ages. I think since the Chinese flu. Same as with bicycle components. But in any case, DJI Osmo Action 4 is what I've ordered. I will see what happens. I will do some tests earlier. With some other lights, I will compare the Igaro C1 with the Philips Safelite 80 just for historical comparison, and with the Supernova M99 Dynamo. And I will be using then the DJI Osmo Action 4 plus my phone camera also to see how good or bad the phone camera is in comparison. That will be interesting. Okay, that's it for now. Bye.